Hey, I'm Terry Denelak, and I help product teams transform how they deliver products and increase the return on investment by 10x at least. Today, I want to talk to you about a system that I've discovered that helps me write better PowerPoint presentations, help me write better articles, helps me communicate better with my stakeholders. Before I get into it, I recently had an epiphany of realization that kind of changed the way I think about writing, about the way I think about communication. And it goes something like this. In an economy or in life in general, nothing is really free. No matter how many things that somebody's given to you for free or is telling you, I'm going to give this to you for free, nothing is really free. Like even when you're listening to me right now, I'm not giving you information for free. Everything has a cost, everything has a price. And what I've realized was that the phrase pay attention really kind of nails this because you either pay for something with money or you pay for something with your attention or time. The time and attention is kind of the same thing. So whenever you're listening to anything that, say, I'm talking about or anybody else or reading stuff, you're paying with attention. So in order to capture or to deliver value to those who pay you with their attention, you have to create captivating content that is valuable, easy to follow, and structured. And to help me do that, I use something called the diamond method or the diamond model. So to describe this model, let me tell you a quick story. Like what's the surest way to get someone's attention? So many people will answer it's by waving or saying, somebody's name. So if I wave or say your name, you will kind of pay attention to what I have to say. And that is the correct answer. Most people will respond to some sort of wave or to you calling their name. But it would not work if you didn't know the person's name, or let's say you weren't in front of them to wave at them. The simplest way outside of those two is to ask somebody a question. So for example, when I asked you what's the surest way to get somebody's attention, I got your attention by asking you a simple question. There are three ways that people pay attention to. You can either ask them a question, you say their name, or you move in some way. We pay attention to movement because we've been evolved into these movement paying attention machines that allows us to spot the danger coming in, and then if we see it, we can move away or fight it or whatever it is. So our brains are trained to spot the smallest movement, the smallest wind blow, moving the grass, so that we can make a quick decision about whether to fight or fly or to run away. The second way is to say somebody's name, and the reason why we pay attention to our name so much is because that's probably the only word that we hear the most out of all the words in the world. Whenever you've heard it from the very beginning, from early on, somebody, if you were called Tom, somebody would call your name Tom, Tommy, Tom, come here, Tom, give me this, Tom, what do you think? That name is imprinted in your brain. You have no free will not to respond to that name. You were programmed to respond to your name. And the third one is to ask a question. And the reason why we are so focused on this, like when somebody asks us a question, the reason why we pay attention when somebody does that is because our brains are addicted to learning. We want to know what is this question about, and who's asking, what is the purpose, and then immediately we want to be able to answer that question, to either share the knowledge. So asking questions gets people's attention very quickly. So next time you want to get somebody's attention, you can do one of these three things. You can ask a question, you can say the person's name, or you can wave or move in some form. So if I'm moving right now, that's movement. Or you can do all three things. The reason why I'm telling you this short little story or description is because of it follows a structure, the diamond model, the diamond method, that I have been using in my writing for the past many years. And here's how it works. The diamond system, imagine the diamond, has 7 steps. The very thing at the top is called attention, step 1. So the first thing you want to do is to start with a story, a statistic, or something similar, some sort of description that gets people's attention and keeps people's attention. Number 2, you want to get into the main topic. So the reason why you want to talk about this, the main topic you want to cover. Then after that, you want to give a quick preview about the subtopic. So each topic will have multiple subtopics. Once you got into that, step 4 would be to go into each subtopic and break it down and talk about each subtopic. What does each subtopic mean? Finally, you want to summarize at the end, draw a conclusion, and then call to action. Do a call to action. Now, I didn't do a call to action when I was doing this, but you can always do a call to action in the end. So how did I use this? So first, I started with the little story, little description about what gets people's attention. Then I introduced the topic as about getting attention. Then I gave you a quick preview of what the 3 methods to get attentions are. Then I talked about them a little bit separately. I said why each method is important, how it works. Then I gave you a quick recap, and then I had given you the conclusion. As I said, I didn't do call to action, but call to action would be, hey, come and learn this diamond model. And you can use this for short stories, long stories. My whole diamond model description story was short, but you can make it as long as you want. You just make more, give more details in the story, give more details in the main topic, go more in depth on the subtopics. Maybe each subtopic will have a subtopic of its own, and that's how you kind of expand the system. Where to use it? You can use it pretty much anywhere. You can use it at home when you're telling stories, or you're trying to get something across. Probably not very. You would have to shorten the concept, but you can use it at work. Let's say you want to put together a PowerPoint about a new product idea that you have. So you would go about you would structure your PowerPoint using like the 7 slides. The 7 slides would probably be more slides than 7, but let's say it will be 7 slides. The first slide will be the attention slide. You would tell a brief customer story. Something that would kind of grab the attention of the people, and then will lead into the main topic. The main topic would be the product idea that you have, which you extracted from the customer story. The preview would be the 3 things you need to validate to make sure that this idea is actually useful. And then then you would go into each of those 3 ideas. They could be separate slides or on the same slide. So subtopic 1, for example, you want to validate if there's a customer demand. Subtopic 2, what would you need for the initial versions? Subtopic 3, what would be the success metrics? Finally, you would summarize the idea on the subtopics. So just kind of give a quick 1 or 2 sentence. Well, this is what we've talked about. And then the conclusion, why this idea is promising and why we should validate it. And then a call to action in this particular instance would be, can you give me some feedback? What are your suggestions? What do you think? And that's how you would structure the PowerPoint presentation using this diamond model for communication. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this useful, and I will see you next time.